Okay, ready? Hi, everyone. It's Cricket Barrientos with Sounds of Autism. I'm here today with Sounds of Autism's co-host, Carter Kinder, our sports expert for Sounds of Autism. Hi, Carter. How are you today?
Good.
Good. We have lots to talk about. It's sports season, and we're in the height of it all, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, well, let's get started. We have some baseball to talk about.
The
What's going
Dodgers.
on right now?
The Dodgers did not make the World Series. The Dodgers
No.
got beat by the Padres. The Padres got beat by the Phillies.
Oh no. So who's in?
It's Phillies against the Astros, game 3.
Okay. And who do you think, based on your wisdom, who do you think is going to win the World Series this year?
Bryce Harper, Phillies.
Okay. Phillies. Okay. Well, it looks like, I know that this is football, but the Philadelphia Eagles, aren't they doing really well this year?
Yes, they're 7-0. They're 8-0
7
right
0,
now.
or are they 8 0 now?
8-0 right now.
Yeah, they just won, right? Again, wasn't it against the
Steelers.
Cowboys? Oh, the Steelers. Okay. All right. I
Yeah.
couldn't remember. I was watching a team this week with the Cowboys, and I can't remember who they were playing, but oh
The
my
Eagles are
gosh.
playing Thursday.
Okay. So I mean 8-0, and now you've got the Philadelphia Phillies. Philadelphia is rocking it right now. They're doing a good
They,
job. Yeah.
they are.
Well, okay, let's see what happens. I mean, we'll come back to this next month. And when is the series over?
And first one gets to 4. If Phillies get to 4, it's over.
It's over. And where are they at right now? How many have they won?
Phillies won. Series is tied, so the Phillies are 1-1, and then the Phillies win today to be up 2-1.
Okay, all right. And do they play tonight?
Yes,
Okay, so I'm gonna try to watch because I want to see what happens. What do you think?
yeah. It starts at 5 o'clock, 5:03
Okay, I'm gonna
on
put it on my
Fox.
calendar. All right, well, good, good. I'm excited. I mean, I'm not a East Coast girl. I'm from the Midwest and the West Coast, but
Yeah, you're
it's
from
exciting.
Chicago.
Yeah, but it's still exciting to me when you have more than one team in these different sports that are doing well. It's kind of
Yeah.
exciting. It shows that something's going on in Philadelphia. So let's talk a little bit about the Arizona Cardinals. I know that the last game they played, I believe they were on a road trip and they didn't do very well, correct?
No, they didn't do too well. They got beat by the Vikings.
I know, I know. When I watched the Vikings and I was a really big fan, it was and tell me if I'm wrong about this player, because I'm not great at sports, but I kind of know my stuff. The Vikings had Adrian Peterson as a running back, correct?
Yes, and they had Brett Favre, Patrick Harvin, and they had some good ones. They had Brett Favre play from former Packer.
Now, who's their quarterback now?
Kirk Cousins.
Oh yeah, I saw his name on there. So let me ask you, what do you think happened? Was it offensive issues, defensive issues, or all around issues?
Uh, Our receivers was the Vikings defense were pressuring us.
Yeah. Well, I spent a lot of time with my husband, and we watched sports together, and he used to be a football coach, defensive coach. So he would tell me, like, the quarterback has only a certain amount of time where they get the ball in the pocket that they have to get rid of it. Otherwise, the defense cannot, or the offensive line cannot, keep the defense from
Communicate.
coming through. Yeah. So they got to keep it, and sometimes these quarterbacks, I watch them and they run outside the pockets. Like, what are you doing? These guys are protecting you. Stay in the pocket and get rid of the ball. So I don't know. It's just interesting to me, but some of that is just young players learning. And
Yeah.
some of it is, sometimes it's an ego thing too, I think we have to deal with. So it's interesting to me, but too bad
Your
because I
Bears got a
really,
wide receiver. Your Bears just got a wide receiver today. They're gonna trade deadline. Your Bears got a Steelers wide receiver.
the Bears did.
Yes.
Carter, what is the name of the receiver that they got?
Chase Claypool.
Okay. And say his name one more time.
Chase Claypool.
Okay, Sace Claypool. Okay, I'm gonna tell my husband because he's on a fantasy team. I'm gonna tell him go make a trade. That would be good. That's insider information on the fantasy football side of things, huh?
I'm,
I'm sure everybody knows that follows football. I'm guessing,
yeah,
people are very aware.
I'm still rooting for the Bears.
Me too. Could you imagine if they came out here for the Super Bowl? That would be so awesome.
Yes.
I would, my whole family would come out here. It would be so much fun. Well, let's see what happens. I wish that the
I can
Bears
make
and the
it.
Cardinals could play, but aren't they in the same division or are they in separate divisions?
Packers and Bears are the same division. Bears and Packers are rivalries. Cardinals are
Yeah.
rivalries. The Rams, 49ers, and Seahawks.
Okay. So let me, oh, yeah. Because we're all West Coast, right? So that makes
Yeah.
sense. Can I ask you a question though, Carter? Does does the Bears and the Packers right now, who's first? Are the Bears doing better than the Packers or vice versa?
Bears are doing better. The Packers got beat by the Bills.
Oh, they did. Yeah, Buffalo's pretty good, huh?
Yeah, I guess they got a good quarterback named Josh Allen.
Okay. All right. Is he newer or is he been in
He's been
the
around.
game? Okay, he's been around. Okay, good.
Yeah, because he's been blowing teams out this year. He's been having good teams. Been going off every game.
Doesn't that make you exciting? Like when somebody, has kind of been under the not even under the microscope. He's been avoiding the microscope, and all of a sudden he just comes out of nowhere and people are like, "Who is this guy?" Right?
Yes.
Kind of cool. Yeah. Well, let's talk about the Suns.
They're playing tonight. They're playing the T-Wolves.
Okay. And how are they doing?
Good. We're five. We're 4-1. 4-1. Five and
So we
one.
only Okay, so we lost one game. That's it.
Yes.
Who's our best player?
Devin Booker, Chris Paul, and former Golden State Warrior player Damian Lee.
Do you know Golden State used to be, and maybe they still are, but the coach on that team
Steve Kerr
is Steve Kerr. He was a good three-pointer. He could
for the
he could hit
Bulls.
three. Yes, yes. I watched him many years, and you know what? I love him. I love his attitude. I think he's a great coach. I think he has solid skills to teach these players how to be successful. So that's good for us. Good for the Suns to gain this guy from the Golden Warriors because he came from a good team and a good coach. Don't you agree?
Yes, except for I like Michael Jordan better because he got more rings than Kerr. Because I like Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan one made the logo his own logo.
Okay, all right. Well, I'll tell you something. It's too bad that you were so young watching the Bulls play back then. Because what was exciting back then was we had the Bulls, we had the Bears, we did the Super Bowl shuffle back then. We had the Cubs, even the White Sox sometimes did okay, just
I
depend on
like
the
the White
year.
Sox. I like I like the White Sox and Cubs nowadays because the White Sox got good players. They got Abreu and Tim Anderson.
Really, my best friend, her her favorite team is the White Sox, and of course, I'm a Cubs fan, and my husband's a Cubs fan, so we rival each other. But honestly, I mean, it's such an exciting sport, and Chicago has, even if we never win, sometimes I feel like there's times where we just never win anything. We still have so
I
much
like
fun
both
at the
Chicago
games.
teams. I like both stadiums. One
Well,
thing I like about
Carter, I
Chicago
was just,
stadiums.
yes, I was going to tell you. So I don't know if I told you, but we have a new house in Chicago. And so we go back and forth between Chicago and Arizona. And I told my husband, I go, I want to love the Chicago teams and I want to love the Arizona team. So when we're in Chicago, we root for Chicago. When we're in Arizona, we root for Arizona. And he's like, okay, so we're going to go see some hockey games and I want to go see a Bulls game. I've never seen a Bulls game live. Never.
They you're good. They got Gorn Dragons. They got DeMar DeRozan. They got Zach LaVine. And they got good players there. They got some really good players.
Who's our coach?
Former head coach of the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Is he good?
Yes.
Yeah. You know what? The coach makes a big difference, right?
Yes.
Do you know who Phil Jackson is?
Yes, I know who Phil Jackson is. He's Kobe Bryant Ron Artest, Derek Fisher, and Paul Gasol.
And then he coached the Bulls too. Did you know that?
Yeah, except for he didn't win. I mean, you didn't go to the finals with the Bulls. If you went to the finals with Kobe Bryant with the
Yes, he
Lakers.
did. Yep. And you know what? I'm so glad that he was a part of Kobe's life before Kobe, ended up passing away. I think it's a really cool thing, but sad, right? At the same time.
Yeah.
So let's talk about NASCAR. I watched NASCAR twice, and I don't want to say I watched the whole thing because I really didn't, but I saw one guy, he was winning, and then he hit the wall, and his car started on like smoking, not fire, but it started smoking. And I'm like, oh my God. And then there was another guy, he was really mad at his pit crew because he was supposed to go in and get his tires changed, and he missed the signal. They were communicating horribly, and he never got back to get his tires changed when everybody else was changing tires. Did you see that?
Yes.
What happened? Can you explain that to me? Because I was confused.
I can't because it's hard to explain because I was watching football back and forth.
Well, I'll tell you. So that guy, they were like, oh, he's really mad at his pit crew. And I thought, oh gosh, if I was in the pit crew, I would probably just pick up my tires and run. Then I'd be fired, but that's okay. Did you ever sit in the pit before?
No.
I did twice. It is so loud. And they let us it was with Kevin Harvick. We got to put on the headphones and listen to the pit people talking to them. It was so cool. Because I think it was Kevin Harvick used to ride or drive the Ruby Tuesday car at NASCAR. And so he was at Phoenix International Raceway. And you want me to tell you a really quick story about him?
Yes.
So the hauler for Austin Dillon is a grandson of somebody that is very important in the NASCAR world. The hauler let us, take a little tour of the truck that he pulls all of Austin Dillon's trucks in. At that time, he was a truck driver. He wasn't a car driver. He drove the little mini trucks, right? He did the Friday night
Yeah,
races.
the truck series race.
Yep, truck series. So we got to, go on there and see everything. He showed us the tools and just everything. It was beautiful, right? These semis are just full of stuff. So his name was Frankie. He was the hauler. So Frankie says to me, hey, why don't you come out tomorrow? It was Friday morning, and bring all of my pit crew guys and all of my workers barbecue ribs from, Ruby Tuesday. And I said, oh, I would love to do that. So I baked them a bunch of stuff, and I got everything packed up, and I had like 5 or 6 shopping bags full of food for these guys, right? So I get to the Phoenix International Raceway, and the guy goes, okay, just park over here and you go out there to the trucks. But I didn't understand what he was telling me to do. So I'm walking along the side of the grassy area where the cars are qualifying. And they're yelling at me, lady, what are you doing? Get off the track. I was in so much trouble. I said, I don't know. I'm bringing ribs to the guys that run the Austin Dillon trucks. And they were like, you need to go over there, get off the track. Because they were afraid if the car went, out of control, I would get hit.
Yeah.
Can you believe that? I had no
Yeah.
idea. Anyway, they go very, very fast, and it's very, very scary. So
The race
I
is
just,
this Sunday. I
I
can't check the
know.
race.
Are you going?
No, I'm watching on TV. I'll be supporting. I'm rooting for Joey Logano.
Joey Dugan. Okay, so and he races on Sunday, correct?
Yes.
What's his card number?
Number 22.
Did he win the last race?
I'll be
Yeah, I don't remember who won the last race, but I was
I
watching
know
the
who won the last race.
yeah.
Christopher Bell.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I'll tell you, it's a fun atmosphere out there, and when you go out there and you see all the, people with their trailers and barbecuing and tailgating, it's a lot of fun, right? Well, look who it
Coyotes lost their
is.
first home opener.
No. The game before that, when they were away, they were killing it. I was so excited for them because they have a lot of young players. And I know that Clayton Keller did, I think he had 2 assists right before the home opener. And then he does the home opener and they fell apart. How sad is that? Well,
They're playing again
that's
today,
it.
though. They're playing on their home game today.
Okay, and who are they playing against? Do you know?
I can't remember.
I don't remember either.
They're playing
So
tonight
it's
though.
okay.
They're playing at the same time as the Suns game.
Okay, so we're gonna have to, excuse me, we're gonna have to flip back and forth, but that's okay, right?
Yes.
All right.
I'll
Well,
be watching baseball more than the hockey.
and you know what I forgot to bring you yesterday when you came to the Halloween party? I forgot to bring you some of the coyote stuff I want to give you. So I'll make sure I get that to you, okay? Now I know where you live. I can give it to you on Monday.
Okay.
All right. Well, Carter, I thank you so much for being a part of our Sounds of Autism Spectrum Sports. And we will talk soon. We're going to have our new studio coming up, and that'll be so much fun to introduce everybody to. And that'll be at the beginning of the year, January. We'll be launching our new thing, but Carter's going to be helping us put our studio together. So stay tuned, everyone. Okay, Carter, have a good day.
And my birthday is coming up in January anyways, because I'll be busy on my birthday, January
Wait,
9th.
what day is your birthday?
January 9th, Monday.
Mine is January 2nd. We'll celebrate. We'll have a dual birthday party.
On my birthday though, I'll be able to do stuff.
Okay, well, you go have fun and do your birthday thing, but I'll tell you this, we're still celebrating. I'm going to get us cupcakes.
Okay.
All right. You have a good day. Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Bye, everyone. Thank you. Have a good week.